But you know me. Bright ideas just pop into me head and I keep thinking. Seems a downright shame.
Shame?
Seems an awful waste. Such a nice plump frame. What's his name has? No, it can't be traced. Business needs a lift. Debts to be erased. Think of it as thrift, as a gift, if you get my drift. No? Seems an awful waste. I mean, with the price of meat, what it is, when you get it, if you get it.
Ha!
Good, you got it. Take for instance Mrs. Mooney and her pie shop. Business never better, using only pussycats and toast. Now a pussy's good for maybe 6 or 7 at the most. And I'm sure they can't compare as far as taste.
Mrs. Lovett, what a charming notion,
Well,
eminently
it does
practical
seem
and yet
a
appropriate as always. Mrs.
An
Lovett,
idea.
how I'd live without you all these years, I'll never know.
Think
How
about it, but the
delectable,
gentlemen will soon be coming
so
for a
undetectable,
Won't they think
how
of
choice,
all
how
their
rare,
toys?
for what's the sound of the world out there?
What, Mr. Todd, what is that sound?
Those crunching noises pervading the air.
Yes, Mr. Todd, yes, all around.
It's man devouring man, my dear. And who are we to deny it in here? Ah, these are desperate times, Mrs. Lovett, and desperate measures are called for.
Here we are, hot out of the oven.
What is that?
It's priest. Have a little priest.
Is it really good?
Sir, it's too good, at least. Then again, they don't commit sins of the flesh. So it's pretty fresh.
Awful lot of fat.
Only where it's sat.
Haven't you got poet or something like that?
Now you see the trouble with poet is how do you know it's deceased? Try the priest.
Heavenly! Well, not as hearty as bishop perhaps, but not as bland as curate either.
And good for business too. Always leaves you wanting more. Trouble is, we only get it in Sundays. Lawyer's rather nice.
If it's for a price.
Order something else though to follow, since no one should swallow it twice.
Anything that's lean.
Well, if you're British and loyal, you might enjoy Royal Marine. Anyway, it's clean. Though of course it tastes of wherever it's been.
Here's that squire on the fire.
Mercy no, sir, look closer, you'll notice it's grosser.
Looks thicker. More like vicar.
No, it has to be grosser, it's green.
The history of the world, my love.
Save a lot of graves, do a lot of relatives favors.
Is bows below serving bowls up above.
Everybody shaves, so there should be plenty of flavors.
How gratifying it wants to know that those above will serve those down below.
Now let's see. We've got Tinker,
Something pinker.
Tailor,
Something paler.
Potter,
Something hotter.
Butler,
Something subtler.
Locksmith,
L-
lovely bit of clock.
maybe for a lark.
Then again the sweep if you want it cheap and you like it dark. Try the financier, peak of his career.
That looks pretty rank.
Well, he drank, no, it's bank cashier. Never really sold, maybe it was old.
Have you any beetle?
Next week, so I'm told. Beetle isn't bad till you smell it and notice how well it's been greased. Stick to priest. This may be a bit stringy, but then of course it's fiddle player.
No, that's piccolo player.
How can you tell?
It's piping hot.
Move below on it first.
The history history of the world, my sweet.
Ooh, Mr. Todd, what does it tell?
Is who gets eaten and who gets to eat.
And Mr. Todd, who gets to sell?
But fortunately, it's also clear that everybody goes down well with beer.
Since Marine doesn't appeal to you, how about Rear Admiral?
Oh, it's too salty. I prefer General.
With or without his privates? With his extra.
What is that?
It's fop, finest in the shop. Or we have some shepherd's pie peppered with actual shepherd on top. And I've just begun. Here's the politician so oily, it's served with a doily, not one.
Put it on a bun. Well, you never know if it's going to run.
Try the fryer, fried it's drier.
No, the clergy is really too coarse and too mealy.
An actor, that's compactor.
Yes, and always arrives overdone. I'll come again when you have judge on the menu.
True, we don't have judge yet, but would you settle for the next best thing?
Yeah, what is that?
Executioner.
Have charity towards the world, my pet.
Yes, I know, my love.
We'll take the customers that we can get.
High born and low, my love.
We'll not discriminate great from small. No, we'll serve anyone, meaning anyone, and to anyone at all.